Gemini Daily Horoscope for May 14, 2025. Greetings, curious Gemini. As we explore the cosmic tapestry for May 14, 2025, you're standing at a fascinating crossroads of energy. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter, your mental acuity is exceptionally sharp today. This isn't just any Wednesday. It's a day when your dual nature finds rare alignment. The morning begins with the moon in analytical Virgo, activating your fourth house of home and foundations. You might wake up with unexpected clarity about a family matter that has been puzzling you for weeks. That persistent domestic issue that's been simmering beneath the surface. Today offers the perfect analytical energy to address it systematically. In your career sphere, Venus is moving through your 10th house of public recognition, creating a golden opportunity for advancement. A project you've been nurturing since late 2024 is finally catching the right attention. Pay particular attention to communications around 2:15 p.m., when an unexpected message could contain the key to a professional breakthrough. Your natural eloquence is amplified today, perfect for presentations, interviews, or important conversations with authority figures. Relationship-wise, this is a day of fascinating dualities. For coupled Geminis, a morning disagreement could transform into deeper understanding by evening. The key lies in allowing your partner the same intellectual freedom you treasure. Single Geminis might experience an intriguing connection with someone who challenges your thinking, possibly through an introduction from a colleague or during a work-related event. This person's perspective may initially frustrate you, but will ultimately expand your worldview. Your financial intuition is heightened today. A speculative opportunity may present itself, particularly in technology or communication sectors. However, with Neptune forming a slight square to your financial house, ensure you're seeing all the fine print. What looks immediately profitable might have hidden complexities. Postpone major financial commitments until after the 16th if possible. Health-wise, today's planetary alignment suggests paying attention to your nervous system and respiratory function. The Gemini tendency towards scattered energy could manifest as tension in your shoulders or shallow breathing. Mindfulness practices that focus on deep breathing would be particularly beneficial. A 10-minute meditation focusing on your breath could reset your nervous system and enhance your mental clarity throughout the day. Creatively, you're experiencing a renaissance. Artistic Geminis will find unusual inspiration today, particularly in projects that combine different media or techniques. Your ability to synthesize seemingly unrelated concepts is your superpower today. Writers may break through stubborn blocks, especially between 4:30 and 6 o'clock p.m. Socially, you're magnetic but selective. Not everyone will understand your quicksilver thought processes today, and that's perfectly fine. Seek out intellectually stimulating companions who can keep pace with your mental gymnastics. A conversation with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could prove particularly invigorating and lead to collaborative opportunities in the coming weeks. The evening brings a subtle shift as the moon moves toward your 5th house of pleasure and creativity. After 8 o'clock p.m., lighten your mental load and allow yourself to play. Spontaneous activities bring the most joy, perhaps an impromptu gathering with friends or diving into that creative project you've been contemplating. Your challenge today revolves around focus. With so many brilliant ideas flowing, you might struggle to channel your energy effectively. The cosmic advice is to prioritize quality over quantity. Choose your 3 most important objectives and give them your full attention rather than attempting to juggle everything simultaneously. A particular point of cosmic significance: pay attention to recurring symbols or numbers today, especially patterns of 2 reflecting your dual nature. The universe is sending subtle messages through synchronicities that could illuminate your path forward in a personal project close to your heart. In summary, May 14, 2025 offers you a day of mental brilliance, social opportunity, and creative inspiration. Navigate the morning's analytical energy, capitalize on midday professional opportunities, and surrender to evening's creative flow. By honoring both sides of your Gemini nature, the logical analyzer and the creative synthesizer, you'll extract the maximum benefit from today's unique celestial configuration. Your power color today: electric blue, enhancing communication and mental clarity. Lucky number: 5, representing change and adaptation. Best time for important decisions: 11:20 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. Remember, versatile Gemini, even as the stars offer their guidance, your free will remains the ultimate author of your destiny. Use today's favorable winds to sail in the direction of your deepest aspirations. On May 14, 2025, the planetary alignment creates a fascinating energy matrix for Gemini natives. The Sun sits at approximately 24 degrees Taurus, bringing a grounding influence to your naturally mercurial nature. This earthy solar position helps anchor your thoughts and ideas, giving them practical application rather than remaining purely conceptual. The Sun in Taurus forms a semi-sextile to your sign, creating a subtle tension that can be productive when channeled correctly. This position asks you to balance your natural quickness with Taurian persistence and practicality. As the Sun prepares to enter your sign in about a week, you're in a period of final preparation before your personal new year begins. Mercury, your ruling planet, has recently entered your own sign of Gemini, positioning itself at approximately 5 degrees. This is extremely favorable as Mercury is in domicile, its home sign, where it functions at its highest potential. Your mental faculties are exceptionally sharp, your communication skills enhanced, and your ability to process multiple streams of information simultaneously is at a peak. With Mercury in Gemini, you experience a clarity of thought and expression that feels both natural and empowering. The Mercury-Saturn trine from Aquarius adds structure and longevity to your ideas, helping transform quick thoughts into lasting contributions. Venus occupies the emotional sign of Cáncer, creating a quincunx aspect to your Mercury. This somewhat awkward alignment suggests minor adjustments needed between your intellectual communication style and more emotion-based interactions. You might find yourself having to translate between logical arguments and emotional needs, particularly in close relationships. Venus in the 4th house position relative to your sign influences home matters, family relationships, and your emotional foundation. Mars energizes the sign of Aries, forming a favorable sextile to your Mercury position. This infuses your communications with courage, directness, and initiative. You may feel more willing to speak up, defend your ideas, or take intellectual risks under this influence. The Mars energy supports beginning new communications projects or learning endeavors. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, transits through your own sign of Gemini, a significant placement that occurs only once every 12 years. For those born in late May or early June, Jupiter may be conjunct your natal Sun, amplifying your personal expression and bringing opportunities for growth and recognition. Jupiter in Gemini expands your mental horizons, increases optimistic thinking, and may bring opportunities related to education, publishing, travel, or foreign connections. Saturn continues its journey through Aquarius, forming a harmonious trine to your sign. This air trine provides valuable structure to your mental processes without restricting your natural flexibility. Saturn's influence helps you build intellectual frameworks that can support your quick-moving ideas and turn temporary interests into lasting expertise. The trine aspect makes Saturn's lessons accessible rather than challenging. Uranus positions itself in early Gemini, potentially conjunct the natal Sun of early Gemini individuals. This once-in-a-lifetime transit brings unexpected changes to your self-expression and identity. Uranus in your sign sparks innovative thinking, technological interests, and possibly radical changes in how you communicate or process information. Expect the unexpected, particularly in how you present yourself to the world. Neptune travels through the early degrees of Aries, forming a sextile to your sign. This supportive aspect enhances your imagination and intuition, without overwhelming your rational mind. Neptune's influence can manifest as creative inspiration, spiritual insights, or an enhanced ability to visualize future possibilities. The sextile allows you to access Neptunian qualities of compassion and creativity while maintaining your mental clarity. Pluto, now in the early degrees of Aquarius, forms a harmonious trine to Gemini. This powerful transformative planet in a fellow air sign supports deep research, psychological insights, and the ability to communicate transformative ideas. Pluto's influence adds depth to your typically breadth-oriented thinking, allowing you to penetrate beneath surface appearances to fundamental truths. Chiron in Aries forms a sextile to your sign, offering opportunities to heal old wounds related to self-expression and communication. This position supports turning past difficulties with being heard or understood into wisdom that you can share with others. The asteroid Ceres in Pisces creates a challenging square to your sign, highlighting tensions between logical communication and nurturing connections. You may need to consciously integrate emotional support into your interactions rather than relying solely on intellectual exchange. The North Node in Pisces also squares Gemini, suggesting your evolutionary path involves developing greater empathy and spiritual awareness rather than relying exclusively on data and logic. This nodal position encourages balance between your analytical strengths and more intuitive ways of knowing. The moon transits through relationship-oriented Libra on this day, creating a harmonious air trine with your sign. This lunar position enhances social connections, diplomatic communications, and your appreciation for balanced exchange of ideas. The Libra moon supports partnerships of all kinds, especially those based on intellectual rapport and fair exchange. The part of fortune falls in creative Leo, suggesting that your greatest joy and success comes through authentic self-expression and taking leadership roles in communication. The black moon Lilith in emotional Cáncer forms a challenging aspect to your Mercury, potentially bringing repressed truths to the surface through conversations or writing. Overall, the planetary alignments for May 14, 2025, create an intellectually stimulating day for Gemini. With your ruling planet Mercury at home in your sign and forming supportive aspects to both benefic and malefic planets, you experience a rare harmony between expansion and structure, innovation and tradition in your thought processes. For Gemini, on May 14, 2025, your communication sphere lights up with exceptional vibrance as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter. This planetary alignment creates a rare window where your words carry greater impact and reach. The morning begins with an electric mental clarity, ideas flowing faster than you can articulate them. Your typical quick-witted nature is amplified tenfold, but be mindful not to overwhelm others with your rapid-fire thoughts. Around midday, the moon's shift into Libra enhances your diplomatic abilities, making this an ideal time for negotiations or difficult conversations you've been postponing. Your persuasive powers peak between 2 and 4 p.m., making this the golden window for presentations or important pitches. Digital communications receive a boost today. Your social media posts could reach unexpectedly wide audiences, and your emails strike just the right tone of professionalism mixed with your signature Gemini charm. However, a challenging square between Mercury and Neptune in the late afternoon introduces a note of caution. Double-check important details before sending messages, as there's potential for misunderstandings or overlooked information. Your vocabulary expands today, with words seemingly appearing in your mind that perfectly express complex concepts. Creative writing flows exceptionally well, particularly if working on projects requiring imagination mixed with intellectual rigor. For those in educational fields, your ability to explain complex topics reaches new heights. Students and colleagues will find your explanations particularly illuminating. Phone conversations carry a special sparkle today, with your voice conveying subtle emotional undertones that strengthen connections. Mars in your third house amplifies your debating skills, though be careful not to become overly combative in discussions with siblings or neighbors. The Venus influence softens your delivery, adding a layer of charm that helps others receive even your most direct feedback. In romantic conversations, you'll find yourself expressing deeper emotions than usual, possibly surprising both yourself and your partner with heartfelt revelations. For single Geminis, dating apps and online platforms present exceptional opportunities for meaningful exchanges that go beyond superficial banter. Professional communications benefit from unusual precision today. You're able to cut through complexity and deliver clear, actionable information. Artistic Geminis find their voice particularly strong, with creative expression flowing through whatever medium you choose. Writers experience remarkable flow states, especially between 7 and 9 p.m. when the Libra moon forms a trine with Saturn, providing structure to your boundless ideas. Be mindful of a tendency to interrupt others mid-sentence. Your excitement about ideas could override your listening skills if you're not careful. Practice conscious pausing before responding, which will actually strengthen your communicative impact. Your natural curiosity leads to fascinating conversations with strangers today. Unexpected wisdom arrives through casual exchanges, particularly in public transportation or waiting areas. Foreign languages come more easily today if you're studying or practicing them. Consider recording your thoughts as voice memos, as the quality of your impromptu speaking is exceptionally strong and may yield insights worth preserving. Mercury, your ruling planet, is positioned in Taurus on May 14, 2025, bringing a grounded influence to your financial thinking. This positioning helps temper your usually quick-moving approach to money decisions with much-needed practicality. You'll find yourself contemplating long-term security rather than just immediate gains, which serves your financial future beautifully. This earth sign influence helps stabilize your air sign tendencies, creating a perfect balance for sound money management. Jupiter forms a favorable aspect to your sign from Virgo during this period, enhancing your analytical abilities when it comes to financial planning. This precision-oriented energy helps you identify overlooked opportunities, particularly in detail-oriented work or service-based industries. Jupiter's expansive influence opens doors that might have previously been closed, especially in educational ventures that could increase your earning potential. Venus in Cáncer on this particular day creates an interesting emotional connection to your financial decisions. You'll likely feel drawn to investments that provide not just monetary returns, but emotional security as well. This could manifest as interest in real estate, family businesses, or companies with strong nurturing values. Your financial intuition is heightened, allowing you to sense which opportunities align with your deeper values. The Libra moon activates your fifth house of speculation and creative ventures, suggesting that calculated risks in artistic or creative fields could yield significant returns. This balanced lunar energy helps you weigh potential rewards against possible losses more effectively than usual. Creative side hustles initiated today have particularly favorable aspects for future growth. Saturn's ongoing transit through Pisces creates an interesting tension with your natural communication style. While potentially challenging, this influence actually strengthens your financial discipline in unexpected ways. You're learning to bring concrete structure to abstract financial ideas, something that will serve your prosperity for years to come. This transit teaches valuable lessons about the importance of boundaries in financial partnerships. Mars in Leo energizes your communication sector, giving your words exceptional persuasive power in financial negotiations. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea, request a raise, or propose a business partnership, May 14th provides cosmic support for these conversations. Your natural Gemini eloquence is amplified, allowing you to articulate your value convincingly. Pay attention to Neptune's aspects to your second house of personal resources. While this brings inspirational financial ideas, it also creates potential for confusion around money matters. double-check the details of any financial agreements before signing. The key is distinguishing between realistic opportunities and wishful thinking, something your Mercury-ruled mind is capable of when operating consciously. For Geminis in communication-focused careers, financial opportunities look particularly promising. Content creation, writing, speaking engagements, and media work all receive favorable aspects. Your verbal agility gives you a competitive edge in monetizing information-based services. Consider how you might package your knowledge into marketable formats. The day's numerological signature supports completing unfinished financial business. Settling accounts, paying off small debts, or finalizing pending transactions creates energetic space for new prosperity to enter. This completion energy helps clear financial karma that may have been limiting your abundance flow. Mercury's sextile to Neptune enhances your financial intuition significantly. Pay attention to hunches about investments or timing on money moves. Your subconscious mind is processing financial patterns that your conscious mind might miss. This aspect beautifully blends logical thinking with intuitive knowing, creating a powerful decision-making framework. The North Node position encourages financial growth through collaborative efforts rather than solo ventures. Joint business opportunities and shared investments have stronger potential for success than individual efforts today. Your natural networking abilities are cosmically supported, helping you connect with financially beneficial partnerships. Venus's position makes this an excellent day for nurturing financial relationships. Conversations with bank managers, financial advisors, or potential money mentors could provide valuable assistance if approached today. Your charm is heightened, making this an ideal time to request financial favors or deadline extensions if needed. Uranus continues to shake up your subconscious sector, potentially bringing surprising insights about hidden financial patterns. You might suddenly recognize self-sabotaging money behaviors or discover untapped resources you hadn't previously considered. This awakening energy helps break through limiting financial beliefs that have been operating below your awareness. The Sun in Taurus illuminates practical financial pathways centered around sustainable growth rather than get-rich-quick schemes. This solar energy supports building solid foundations in your financial house through methodical, consistent effort. Consider how you might create more reliable income streams rather than chasing volatile opportunities. Mercury's position particularly enhances your ability to communicate value to others, critically important if you're in sales, marketing, or any self-promotion situation. You can articulate your worth effectively today, potentially leading to raises, better clients, or improved deal terms. Don't hesitate to highlight your accomplishments appropriately. For entrepreneurial Geminis, the Mercury-Jupiter aspect expands your ability to identify opportunities in information gaps or communication needs within your market. Your natural ability to connect seemingly unrelated ideas could generate innovative business models with significant profit potential. Trust your mental agility to spot opportunities others miss. Watch for a tendency toward financial overthinking today. Your Mercury-ruled mind sometimes creates anxiety through excessive analysis of money matters. The key is making decisions based on solid information, then committing without second-guessing yourself continuously. Analysis paralysis is your primary financial enemy today. The day's aspects suggest financial opportunities may come through siblings, neighbors, or community connections. Keep conversations open with those in your immediate environment, as casual exchanges could lead to profitable tips or collaborations. Your local network holds more financial potential than you might realize. Your financial communication style benefits from Venus's influence, adding warmth and relatability to your normally fact-focused approach. This helps tremendously in negotiations where emotional intelligence matters as much as logical argument. Finding the balance between heart and head in money discussions yields optimal results today. Investments related to communication technologies, information services, or educational platforms receive particularly favorable aspects. If you've been considering putting money into these sectors, today's influences support careful entry points. Your natural affinity for these areas gives you insight others might lack. For coupled Geminis, financial discussions with partners flow more smoothly under today's Libra moon. This facilitates balanced conversations about money, making it an excellent time to address shared resources, budgets, or financial planning. Approach these talks as team efforts rather than potential conflicts. Be mindful of your natural tendency toward financial duality, wanting security, while simultaneously craving freedom in money matters. Today's energies support finding balanced approaches that accommodate both needs rather than swinging between extremes. Integration rather than oscillation is your financial power position. Technology-related finances receive beneficial aspects. Cryptocurrency investments, tech stocks, or digital product sales could perform well, though Mercury's position recommends thorough research before committing resources. Your ability to understand complex technical concepts gives you an edge in these markets. Financial opportunities through teaching or sharing knowledge are particularly strong today. If you've considered monetizing your expertise through courses, books, or consulting, Planetary Positions provide supportive energy for launching these ventures. Your Gemini gift for simplifying complex information makes your knowledge highly marketable. The Gemini dexterity with words translates exceptionally well to negotiating beneficial financial terms on May 14th. Whether discussing salary, contracts, or payment plans, your natural eloquence is amplified by current planetary positions. Prepare your talking points in advance to maximize this cosmic advantage. Social media or digital communication platforms could provide unexpected financial opportunities. Stay alert to possibilities for monetization through content creation, affiliate marketing, or information product development in these spaces. Your adaptability allows you to capitalize on emerging digital trends better than most. Financial paperwork receives favorable aspects. Contracts, applications, or documentation requiring attention to detail will flow more smoothly if handled today, with fewer errors or oversights than might occur on other days. Use this energy to clear up any administrative financial matters that have been pending. Short-term investments or quick financial decisions receive supportive aspects. Your natural Gemini adaptability allows you to take advantage of fleeting opportunities that others might miss due to slower response times. While maintaining appropriate caution, trust your ability to move decisively when genuine opportunities arise. Financial learning is accelerated today. New concepts or strategies can be absorbed more quickly, making this an excellent time to study financial topics, explore investment approaches, or learn new skills related to money management. Your mental agility is at its peak for financial education. Twin financial goals are supported by today's energy. Rather than seeing multiple financial objectives as contradictory, develop integrated strategies that advance seemingly different aims simultaneously, a perfect expression of your Gemini duality. This might manifest as creating both active and passive income streams that complement each other. Financial flexibility serves you better than rigid planning today. While structure has its place, your Gemini adaptability allows you to pivot quickly when better opportunities emerge, potentially increasing your prosperity through responsiveness. Keep some resources liquid so you can move on promising situations without delay. May 14, 2025 reveals several distinctly fortunate areas for Gemini natives that deserve your focused attention. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, your intellectual pursuits receive a powerful cosmic blessing today. This alignment creates exceptional conditions for academic endeavors, writing projects, and all forms of communication that require both creativity and precision. Your mind is operating at an elevated frequency, making this an ideal day to pitch ideas, submit proposals, or engage in important negotiations where your verbal dexterity gives you a significant edge. The universe is literally amplifying your voice and thoughts. The fifth house of creativity, pleasure, and self-expression becomes particularly activated for Gemini today. Any artistic pursuits, especially those involving wordplay, storytelling, or performance, will find cosmic favor. If you've been contemplating sharing creative work with a wider audience, the stars are aligned to ensure receptive viewers and listeners. Financial opportunities appear through unexpected communications or short journeys. Pay attention to messages, emails, or casual conversations that might contain valuable information leading to monetary gain. The third house of local travel and communication intersects with your second house of personal resources, creating a nexus of fortunate energy around information exchange that has financial implications. Social connections prove extraordinarily fortunate today, particularly with individuals who challenge your thinking or expose you to new ideas. With Venus positioned advantageously in your 11th house of networks and friendships, group activities bring unexpected benefits. Professional organizations, community gatherings, or even online forums serve as conduits for fortunate connections. Educational pursuits receive special cosmic blessing today. Whether you're teaching, learning, or sharing information, knowledge-based activities carry exceptional potential for advancement. If you've been considering taking a course, applying for further education, or developing a specialized skill, today's planetary alignments create a tailwind for these endeavors. Technology-related matters enjoy favorable